everybody, it's Monday. Raid Freedom Tour 2023. Episode 65. You know that means we're 4 days away. So we're going to be doing this every second day now. I think it's just going to be easier for me to maintain. I don't know what's going to happen for my vacation. I'd love to have something for you to put out. Maybe we'll have some pre-recorded stuff of the new content that should be dropping anytime now. I assume after Clan versus Clan, but it could be next week. I don't know. They haven't told us. But, you know, Monday's usually news day, and I have some juicy news for you. I opened up some shards. Okay, I'm going to segue into the news. I opened up some shards. I wasn't going to. But I wanted to get the snow points. I don't know why. I have 2 torments. I don't need it. I also wanted to try the 15x, 20x. I wanted to see it in action because I hadn't actually ever summoned on it. It actually kind of is a little bit slick. I did get Pinthroy on my second legendary out of 7 shards, and then I opened up a couple 10 packs to get me to the second snowflake. I don't know. I think it's okay. Not having the 10x and having this instead makes me feel better. Especially when you can only put one. I didn't like it when you had to put multiple in, because that still waters it down. I want it to just be one legendary that you pick. Did that. I got him in 8 on my Sacreds. I think it's more impactful on Sacreds and Voids, and if you're close to Pity. Or if you're opening up a ton of Ancient Shards, right? Because it starts at 15x, which is still not very impactful, but 20, 25 gets a little bit better. So, having used it, played around with it, I think, for me at least, and maybe I'm overstating because it's all anecdotal, I think it's a step in the right direction. We have 100 more steps to go for No Dime December. We want more impactful events. I will say this Christmas event looks a little bit better. They're giving you daily stuff, free to play, just for logging in. You're getting stuff. That's also a step in the right direction. We'll see what the new content looks like. But overall, I still think that the rest of the events are still the ho-hum, same old. I don't like the faction-based stuff because I think it eliminates so many players, especially newer players, who could use the resources. It eliminates them. And I don't like how early they open some of the content. I actually had a guy jump into stream yesterday and start yipping at me because I was doing Shogun. I'm a level 58, my account. You can see it, level 58. And he was yipping at me because I was complaining because I couldn't pass level 5, and he was like, "You're using Kale and you're yelling because you can't do Shogun 25. Give your head." I don't know what he said. Yippee yippee yippee. I wasn't doing 25. I was doing 5. If the stuff opens at a certain point account level, that's when you should start being able to press it. Now, arguably, spenders be a little bit early. That's why they open it. But it opens at like 45, doesn't it? Like it opens relatively early. So being that much further ahead of that, I should be able to get to level 7. Like all I want to do is get to I think 7 is the cheapest place to farm the base ones. That's all I want, because you're making me do it. Because one of the quests, see the quest right there, is to ascend a piece of gear. So in order to ascend a piece of gear, I should be able to farm the ascension. And right now, I can't go past 4. That's my problem. So if you're here, dude, I hope that helps. I tried to explain it, and then you started getting mouthy. So I just told you, I just gave you the business in a little more terms. But the reality is, you're making me, you're putting in a quest for me to do it. Yeah, I can skip it, but then don't put it, like, why is that the option? I guess is my question. Why would you put something in a quest, a daily quest in, That obviously should be my cadence of things I do every day, and then I have to skip one and eliminate the efficiency because there's certain resources I no longer can get. Why is that the answer? Not, hey, maybe the first 5 levels, maybe the first to 8 levels, maybe the first until you get to the second oils, or the second, I don't even remember what the other one is, potions, whatever it is, for Shogun and Sand Devil. Maybe you should be able to farm those at relatively low levels, the tier 1s. And then the tier 2s and tier 3s, that's where she ramps up. I have no problem with that being end game content for the highest levels, but I do have a problem with you not being able to farm it at lower levels as a lower champion, but then telling me I have to do it. That was my problem. Anyway, I happened to look at this on my main, and this is another bone of contention. I got no usable gear. Again, I can't remember the last time I've gotten usable gear off of a weekly reward. Just give me the silver then. If you're not going to give me good gear, just give me the silver. I think that's a fair statement. That's a little bit frustrating in my also unhumble opinion. We're going to take that. Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like that's a big piece of the puzzle. As I play the game and remember, that's such a big piece of frustration. And I'm a returning player, so I understand. Oh yeah. This is just meant for later. But can you imagine if you're a blind player, not literally but figuratively, you're playing through the first time, you picked up this game, you're starting to like it, and then, oh, this new piece of content opened up, I should try it, and then just it's gated by your ability. Right? That's not right. That's not how it should be. So that's all I'm saying. We have new clan boss teams. Oh, an epic book. You know what? I actually got an epic book yesterday. I think I got it through the snow. I got through something, or I forgot about it, or I don't even know what happened. But we have a fully maxed out. Oh Jesus! Could you just give me one good stat out of that? So I should probably save that for tomorrow, but whatever, it's one book. So I think this is our next person to start booking. We got 5 legendary books. We don't have a legendary champion to book yet. So we're going to start booking her. It's going to be a long, arduous pace, the same as the last one. But I feel like speedrun for 2 reasons. One, it gives me some more options on the clan boss. She's ready to go, as is Ayla. I've used them in the clan boss over the weekend. We're going to use them today. I don't know in what combination yet. Are we still on Void? Yeah. Oh, just on Void. Might switch while I'm talking. So, if it's Void, CB1, CB2, I don't know what team that is. I just want to be able to switch out. I think CB1's dead. I don't think I'm going to use Stagnite anymore because I have to start kind of putting forth these ones. So I think the other main option, I think we put Ayla in here. Now, Ayla is not going to do what I want her to do. That's obvious. But that's okay. I think we have 3 options here. And the third option is I don't put her in at all. Just go for maximum damage. Trademark. Hell Hades. I think we do this. Do I even care what order they do stuff in? No. I think it's just to be able to put them in quickly. So let's go with this one. Does it matter what order I go? They're going to do auto order. Yeah, who cares? So I think when it's Void, I just want maximum damage because who cares about the poisons? Ayla isn't tuned, and even if she was, all it takes is the first extra turn, and she's out of tune, and she's not blocking the stun anyway. So we'll try to tune it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tune it up, so that Ayla eventually will be in that proper cadence, but with the caveat that I'll eventually want to replace her when I get someone who can legitimately block. There's not a whole lot of 2-turn blockers, so really there's I guess we could use an extender, but then I'm replacing too many champions again. And I like this team, at least functionally. I just want to improve this team and get this team to its maximum potential before I start, drastically changing the team up. The reason why we made Swiren is because affinity was killing me. So this gives me some affinity options, force affinity especially. It gives me a secondary champion, because that'll give me then 2 champions that can potentially land decreased attack, and 2 champions that can potentially land debuffs, right? And 2 champions that can land poisons throughout this combination. And if I'm on Spirit Affinity, then we put on an Ayla with Frozen Banshee, because the Force Affinity will be bad against Spirit anyway. And then against Magic, I'm just going to have to test what's better, to have the debuff, or to have the block debuffs, or to have the oh, she just got stunned. She's going to get killed right away. This is going to be the worst. Like, this frustrates me. 60% chance to land, and she's going to die. Yeah. Nope, that's not good enough for me. Bad RNG. I need to see some potential on this one. Sorry, guys. I just need to see what the potential of her is in this clown boss, or else what was the point of building her? She can die early later. Please, Plarium. She didn't land her War Master proc in like 5. I don't know what the numbers are for that, but let's try it again. Oh, no. Come on. So anyway, now I still need some more scrolls on them, because I want them to have their full set of. It's not just about War Master with them. CB3, which I should call it. CB3. No, the other 3. Okay. Save. Okay. Did I not change it? I didn't change it, did I? Oh my god, I'm going to murder myself. Oh no, I did. Never mind. Just false alarm. I was just testing you guys, see if you guys are paying attention. So putting books into her, the other reason why I want to invest into her is because she's got an AoE decreased defense, which will help with faction wars, which is still my goal, is to start pushing at least 1 or 2 of the faction wars groups. And my most complete team is Shadowkin. So, and Swiren, if I ever pulled Demetha, Swiren's just objectively a better champion for that comp. Right now, I'd have to do the High Katoon Deacon version, but maybe we'll pull Seeker eventually one day, and then we can do the Mythair alternate. I don't know what I'm going to do for Speed Lead, or some kind of other alternate with Seeker, because I think Seeker's just the better. And Swiren, anyway, get back. Swiren can be the Force Affinity tank, right? So the Force Affinity stun target, which will then protect Eris, which makes the whole thing work. It's what I use for Amanda's account. And by the way, I'm sorry, Amanda, I didn't run your Clown Boss key yesterday. I just was so tired last night. That's my bad. That's my fault. Maybe I'll log into your account right now. I wanted to test it because I think I can get 70 million on your account so that you can you only need to do it once, then the auto opens. So we're probably going to try that this morning off screen. But so that's kind of the direction of the account here is we're going to be putting books into Sweerin. We're spending energy on Sweerin and to get her masteries maxed because I do want the sniper. And then we move on to the next one, which will probably be another Shadowkin. I got to take a look. Again, I'm just going with all. I don't think there's any I need Ayla's things too. Here, it happened. It's the same thing that just happened the last time is happening again. Is it fixed? No, she landed it this time. You never know. I'm still skeptical as to whether it's better to use leech. Oh, I know one thing I didn't do. I didn't turn off. So Deacon doesn't need to land decreased defense in this particular scenario. And so what happens is he doesn't land his leech as often when he's using that. And if the leech drops, the team dies. So I was just making it so he was only applying leech when he wasn't boosting. So I don't know what I want to do with that. I don't know if it's better. I don't know what the answer is. Do I let Deacon, now that we've got Deacon fully booked, he's landing that leech a little bit better? Because, man, you run the risk. I also have Spherin in Stalwart, so she should be a bit more survivable. We're going to start looking at those sort of options. And that's what happens when you don't have the decrease attack. People die. But still, I would really love to get about 15 million is kind of my next hope here. It seems like no matter what combination, I'm around 11 million. That just seems to be the number. And this is why. Deacon doesn't land the leech, and then everyone else dies. And Venna lasts a little longer because she's in lifesteal gear, but really only one turn. So Venno's picking up some great numbers. Frozen Banshee did not have a good run. Sweera nearly beat her. But then Frozen Banshee's really in survival gear. We'd like to min-max her damage a bit too. So that's kind of our push is we're still going to push the gear for this team. We might at some point replace Deacon with Ayla. Depending. If it makes it. Problem is Ayla is going to get that extra turn. And if it lands on herself, then everything's broken. And let me tell you, you'd be shocked how often it lands on itself. On 20 some turns, it happens more than it should. So yeah, I think we can shut her down for Monday. Oh, the news. I totally forgot about the news. I hope you guys stayed long enough to find out the absolute banger tea. That's what you kids call it, tea, right? On Tuesday, December 5th, we're planning to launch a progressive chance event, giving you at least 15-time chance to summon the champion of your choice from the selected pool, from Ancient, Primal, Sacred, and Void shards. One-slot legendary champions, Kaioku, Jintoro, Harima. One-slot legendary champions on Voids, Shuzhen the Valorious. Who's Shuzhen? I don't even know. One-slot epic champions, Taragi the Frog, Sachi. Taragi's really good. Sachi, One-slot epic champions, Genbo the Dishonored. Genbo is very good for Arena. And on Wednesday, December 6th, we're planning to launch a progressive chance event. Same thing. Except for this time, it's Lady Kimi, Tatsu, and Genzen. Genzen's very underrated. Kimi is amazing. Tatsu I haven't really used. Riho Bone Spear for Legendary Void. Yes, she is one of my favorite champions in the game. Epic champions Burengiri and Hotatsu. They're good. Burengiri is really good, especially for Bommel. And 1-slot epic champions Oboro. I never really got my Oboro to work in the kind of some of the Hydra versions, and so I never really used her as much as I wanted to. Anyway, so that's what you got. You're welcome. Big news. That's of course during CVC. I didn't see if CVC will be oh, look, it's another birthday. Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday that... It's like everyone's... I'm not gonna... Anyway, whatever. Oh, it's Papa Drock. When you're streaming, it takes away your name, so it's just at B ... and he's obviously streaming right now, so happy birthday. It still seems I don't know why I'm so bitter about it. It's not bitter, it's just kind of like every time that there's a birthday celebration that's not, because never called out mine, and I'm sure other people haven't had theirs called out. It feels a little crappy. Anyway, I guess that's my issue I got to work on. No shade to anything for any birthday. I don't say happy birthday to the people, and it's not their fault. But I'm petty. I don't know. Okay, that's all we have for today. So we're gonna work on Shadowkin. We're gonna be working on masteries for Swiren, and or Swiren. I don't know. Everyone gets mad at me when I pronounce Shadowkin. And we're going to finish masters on Aela, and we're just gonna be working on improving gear. I think that's our goal for the week, is just solidifying some gear, solidifying those masteries, and then at some point, in 2 days maybe, I might keep doing these daily until the new content drops. So we'll see when the new content drops. Tomorrow you'll probably see me with another one of these. Once the new content drops, then we'll make another decision. So, all right, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Please be kind, be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow.